towards the rest of my life! Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay! Jacques, why did you do that? Oh! Jacques, how could you do this to me, man? I wanted to play that game for years, and finally I get it! Hey, check it out. It's Donkey Kong Country. Man, this game really takes me back, as far as I can remember. It was the early 90s. You just got your hands on this crazy new game, Donkey Kong Country, with sweet, revolutionary 3D rendered graphics. Who could forget the fond memories of snapping these games into our Super Nintendos, hearing that familiar click and hitting the on button? Then there, in the dead silence of night, with your blanket enveloping you in a heavenly shroud of comfort, you heard that euphoric jingle for the very first time. From that moment on, it was clear. It was obvious. It went without saying. You didn't play Rareware, you lived them. Enter a golden era of video games unlike anything the world had ever seen. Stunning new graphics, new ways to play, and a race to see who could make the best looking and most game-changing software. It was truly the Wild West, and leading the helm was Rareware. In their early days, they were known for such games as Battletoads and Wizards and Warriors. But they didn't hit critical acclaim until they became a second-party developer for Nintendo and rocked the world with their Donkey Kong Country line of games. Gaming would never again be the same. It was no longer about your high score, it was about the adventure. And Rare knew this. They knew it better than the rest of us. And that's when things got crazy. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, and Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, Diddy Kong Racing, Blast Corps, Killer Instinct, GoldenEye 007, Donkey Kong 64, Perfect Donkey Kong is my friend, oh my god! Oh, so many good games! That's the thing that was so, seriously, no pun intended, rare about Rareware, is that they were like the Beatles of video games. They could take on seemingly any genre of gaming and set the bar while they were at it. Their lineup from the early 90s to the year 2000 was something I can only describe as, it's sublime, it's godlike, it's good. But we're forgetting someone, aren't we? Aren't we? That's right, you didn't think I could possibly overlook Banjo Kazooie, did you? I mean, look at the title of the video. I was probably gonna mention it. What's so great about Banjo Kazooie, you ask, huh? Well, I'm just not even sure I could put it into words, but I sure as hell can try. Ever just looked across a misty shoreline, gazed over beyond the horizon, and said to yourself, what if? There you go. Do you need further explanation? Do you need clarity? Do you need clarity? Every single part of the game was packed to the brim with originality and content. Sure, it was a collectathon, if you will, but I still don't get why this is considered a derogatory thing when referring to games. Yes, it is a game where you collect things, but the game is built around it, so it's fine. Each collectible is ingeniously hidden within different parts of the level, and the best part about finding them is you have to survey the landscape and locate them by the seat of your own wit. There's no waypoints, okay? It's not like, Bravo Team, Bear and Bird, meet us at Alpha Point! There's none of that. And of course, it must be said that Banjo Kazooie had a freaking awesome sequel called Banjo Tooie. It's pretty dang rare. Well, there it is again. When you're graced with a sequel of that quality and size. But then, something terrible happened. A misstep on the stairway to glory. In the year 2002, Rareware in its entirety was purchased by Microsoft Corporation. They started making games like Grab by the Ghoulies, Perfect Dark Zero, and Cameo, Elements of Power. And it's fuzzy, but I could swear that I remember something else. Something far more sinister.